Hello. All right. Good morning. Hi, guys. I'm trying my best to do 2 streams a week right now, but we keep having plans. A lot of my friends' birthdays are in January, and it's making it harder. Hello, Sleazy. But today we are doing a special stream. This is Genso Manege. This game comes out on the 31st, so we're playing it 10 days early, which I'm really excited about. This was sent to me by PCube through Keymeller, so thank you very much for letting me play this. We're gonna play the first 3 chapters. I don't know if I'm gonna get it all in one sitting. My goal is going to be to try. We've got about 4.5 hours. So we're gonna get an idea of how long the chapters are when I start. Also, if my room looks messy, we've been redoing everything. So there's been a lot of changes. I also found out when my camera seemed too close, my screen somehow got pushed down. So the camera literally was closer. So I moved it back so my ears show again. Oh wait, shoot, hang on. I should probably show this off. Okay, so IFI had their end of year sale. This is kind of sad. I bought a couple things, but one of the things got canceled. They still sent me the card for it though. So you can see what I had ordered, but I didn't actually get it. It was the physical version of that. Here's all the cards they sent me. I have a Super Neptunia, another Super Neptunia, A Time to Feast, Goddess Expenser. I haven't played that one, so I don't know those characters. And oh, Cupid Parasite. Whoa! And that's because what I actually ordered was the physical copy of Cupid Parasite, so I can add it to my collection. I've missed it. Have I restarted my computer and forgot? Hang on, guys. I'm gonna go here. Turn off my camera for a second. My thing automatically puts on color balancing. If I don't turn it off, I start becoming very, very red as the stream progresses. Last time I looked like I was in an oven, which might explain why the lights were kind of weird. But yes, I have the physical copy now. I own it. I own it for reals. It was on sale, I think, for $25 for the end of year sale, which I was like, you know what? I spent, I think, $12 for the digital version, so $25 for this. It's still less than buying it brand new when it first released, and I'm down. I had ordered the special edition of my next Life as a Villainess, but they ran out of physical copies of the game and only had the special edition stuff, and I was like, But here we are. We are officially here. This is the opening screen, which is very pretty. The music's very pretty. Let me see. Okay, so we get a step. I'm just gonna click on some things and kind of see. I didn't actually edit anything yet. And what I mean by edit, I always change the speed because I don't like when the text starts to pop up. It kind of like makes me confused. Pick up from previous page. Page 6, okay. Grass-based. Back. Ooh, look at the little menu. It looks so cute. Okay. Game. Alright, let me go see if I can. Choice and skip on. Automatic quick save on. I never use automatic quick save because I never know how to do it right. Speed is fast, auto fast, skip mode, red only. Off color. Oh, we'll keep it off. I'd had it on for 9 RIP, which was really great when I was picking stuff back up. It also kind of let me know. Can you show me the difference? That seems fine. Background music. We're going to turn this down a little bit. I always turn that down just a tiny bit because I'd like to hear them more. That all seems fine. Here's all the people we're gonna meet soon. Okay, great. Apply changes. Yes, this feels very magical as well. Alright, so now we're ready. We're gonna start. Gonna change that. Oh, I assumed it would just go all the way down. Oh. I could be cool. Also, look how pretty she is. Like, oh my gosh. I picked to try and be colorized a little bit. I don't know if I did good. I didn't have an exact look like hers. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, let's go with Leah. Prologue, preface. Oh no, I should have screenshotted it faster. The sky was gray. Snow fell from the clouds like porcelain crystals from a dull curtain. Frost covered the park, coating its already still attractions in frozen silvery sheets. Where there was once smiles and cheers, silence now reigned. Save for a few souls, that is. Why are you doing this? This is robbery. You have no right. I think you'll find that we do. Ignore them. Proceed. Ominous. Yes, sir. It gives me oh gosh. If you ever watched like the live action early 90s Nutcracker, the ballet. Stop it. This is all we have. Ooh. Am I too loud? You'll find no sympathy from me, son. Your actual son? The man drew a gun. Enough of this. He pulled the trigger. There was a flash, then smoke coiled out from the barrel. A bullet spread towards the fallen young man, only to collide with something else entirely. That something let out a shrill whine as the bullet bore into it. There was another, brighter flash of light, one of blinding intensity. For a split second, everything was white. And then darkness. Can you hear me? Answer me, please. Someone was shouting. Please, just say something. I can't lose you too. You have to open your eyes. Was it? Was it me? Is it me? Look at her room. So quaint. I jolted awake. I found myself in my room, rays of morning sun poking through the curtains. The aroma of freshly bloomed violets drifted through the slightly ajar window even, and something ran down my cheek. I reached up to touch it and felt something wet. Tears. I'm crying. But why? That dull winter sky flashed across my mind. The image was faint, close to vanishing like smoke in the wind. Still, I knew it was the place I dreamed of. I can't remember much, but it couldn't have been a very good dream. Why else would I be crying? We got blinking features. That's good. Hey, you up? A knock came to my door, pulling me out of my trance. I glanced at the clock on my bedside table. It was well past time to get out of bed. Yes, sorry. Arnaru? I'll get changed and have breakfast ready soon. What? Arnaru? Say your name to me. Relax, it's already done. Take your time. I'm gonna move this. I'm a little... Oh. Whatever I might have said embarrassment stole the words from my mouth. I can't believe I slept through one of my only jobs. I'm really, really sorry. Finally managing to squeeze out an apology, I hurriedly dressed myself. Once I came downstairs, I found food for 3 waiting at the table. The comforting scent of freshly baked baguettes enticed a growl from my stomach.
Ohayo.
Good morning. Good morning, Madame Alice. I'm sorry I slept in so late this morning. Do I have you to thank for breakfast?
母さんなわけないだろ。
Don't be ridiculous. Arnyad put down his... Did I never read the characters' actual names? I try to avoid too much information, but maybe this is something I should have looked up. Put down his food, stood up, and pulled out the chair for me. Thank you!
いや、先に食べてて悪いな。
Don't mention it. I should have waited for you. Oh, that's okay. I took a seat. Along with the baguette, several colorful fruit adorned the table.
朝食は私が用意すると言ったのだけれど、あるのがダメだと言って聞いてくれなくて。
I told him I'd prepare breakfast, but the boy just wouldn't budge.
バゲットを温めるくらい誰にでもできるのに。
I'm hardly clumsy enough to burn a simple baguette.
料理の常識を覆していくのが母さんだろ。
Only you always manage to surprise me.
そんなことないわ。ね。
Now that's just not true, isn't it? I glanced around the room as if searching for an answer. I've seen Madame Alice's attempts at cooking before. We'll call it cooking. Calling it cooking would have been generous. I can't exactly blame Arnyad for stopping her, but at least she's trying.
母さん、こいつを困らせるなよ。
You're putting her on the spot, Mom. Wink.
困らせていないわよ。もう人聞きの悪いことばかり言って。
I am not. You make me sound like a villain. This was very much a common spectacle with these two. The Vincents and their little antics were a part of everyday life for me. It's been 7 whole years since I moved in with them. Until I was 10, I'd lived in Paris with my family, but after nearly drowning in the Seine River, I lost most of my memories. My father lost his life during the incident. Since my mother had already passed due to illness, I became an orphan. That's when the Vincents took me in. We, including Arnaud's father, Daniel, had stayed in Paris for some time. 6 years ago, though, Arnaud and his mother and I moved to Blancbourg. Don't Google it. The shock had put me in a precocious mental state. Precocious. So the change to a smaller, quieter town was likely for my sake. They'd never said as much, but I knew. Monsieur Daniel stayed behind on account of his work. I hope he's well. I haven't seen him in a long time.
なあ、このジャム使ってみろよ。会社の人にもらってさ、もう絶品なんだ。
Try this jam. A coworker gave it to me, and it's some great stuff. Oh, okay. I'll try some with my baguette. I spread the strawberry jam on the bread and took a bite. A perfect balance of sweet and sour filled my mouth. You're right. This is delicious. I was hoping he was going to talk long enough for me to put on chopstick. Arnaud gave me a wide smile.
食後のコーヒー、用意しとくか?
Want to wash it down with some coffee? Always. But we'll settle for a soda pop. Hi, Jay! I'm so glad to see you. I was worried about you. Allow me.
いいよ。俺はもう食べ終わったからさ。
I'll get it. You keep eating. Never. I refuse. He stood up and walked over to the kitchen. How are you, Jay? 7 whole years and Arnaud's still as kind as ever. This just reminds me of any time someone's like, the difference between someone who like listens to a story versus someone who reads. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley co-op with a new group. I'm good. I'm missing your streams. Yeah, I'm so sorry. My new job has like a different schedule, and this month is like for my friends' birthdays, so on my days off, we keep planning get-togethers, and I feel bad planning to stream and that. I don't want to promise anything just in case. Plus, my new job has, like, I go to work earlier than I used to, and I stay there so late that when I get home, it's like almost 11, and so I'm so sleepy, and I kept thinking, I'm gonna get up early and stream before I go to work. I just stopped putting that on my schedule. I was like, I'm too tired. So we'll see how it continues. But I'm hopefully gonna have this week one more stream at least, a small one, just so I can finish 9 RIP. I was hoping to finish that one day, but I didn't get all the way through it. Which reminds me, I was gonna get Hello Kitty Island eventually, only to find out the physical version's not out till March. So do I still buy the digital version and then get the physical version, or do I just wait? Congrats on the new job. Thank you. I wish I had the same consistent schedule I used to have. 7 whole years, and Arnyad still as kind as ever. Ever since I lost my family, he'd been a constant in my life, a friend. I see weight. A pillar of support. After cleaning up breakfast, I followed Arnaud out to see him off to work. Wait for the physical edition? Okay. I mean, so I had Genso Manege pre-ordered, and they gave me this copy, and I was like, okay, I guess I don't need the physical copy, because I'm trying to be a responsible adult and not just buy every single game that comes out. But then I was like, I'll move it to Hello Kitty, and then that's when I found out Hello Kitty was in March. I was like, I thought it'd be the same day. Because I was like, I can make late night Hello Kitty streams. I can deprive myself of more sleep for Hello Kitty. I could make a cute little display here. Heck, there's a Karopi and a Hello Kitty. Where are you guys? Right above this dog. It'd be so cute. And I have Hello Kitty clothes. It'd be a great time. Oh my god, imagine putting a Hello Kitty bow on one of my ears. I mean, this is more like Choco Cat, but we'll make it work. After cleaning up breakfast, I followed Arnaud out to see him off to work. That's what you want to do, but when you're too tired, you might just rest. Yeah. It's so weird. I told my sister, because what I used to do is I'd come home from work and we'd eat dinner and then go to bed. But I'm getting home so late. I told her, like, just eat dinner before I get home. Like, it feels weird eating food that late. It was a beautiful day with clear skies and just the right amount of sun. Vibrant flowers that decorated the road swayed in the breeze.
今朝は何かあったのか?
Something happened this morning. Okay, go on. What? Why do you ask? Listen, we just had breakfast and I slept in just a little bit after having a nightmare. That's crazy. I woke up crying. What are you talking about?
ほら、お前が寝坊するなんて珍しいだろ.
You never sleep in.
具合でも悪いんじゃないか?
Thought you might be sick or something. Why didn't you check on me? Arnaud suddenly stopped and peered at me. Someone please say his name. It's not that. I just had a strange dream. Someone I was talking to ordered pizza at 2:30 a.m. That was wild for me. I don't eat like after 10 p.m. See, I'm also a gremlin and I try to avoid eating too late. So I don't want to wake up with a mohawk, an appetite for human flesh. You know, I'm just trying to keep it real. But yeah, usually I'm home earlier than that and we eat and it's like 9ish. But I'm getting off work at almost 10. I'm getting home at about 11:30 and I'm like, I just want to grow up and just But I'm also that kind of person where I don't go to sleep right away. So like coming home from work, I can't sleep for a couple hours. So I'm like up until like 1 or 2 every night, which is why I can't get up before 8 and stream at 8 like I used to, because I'm going to bed so much later. Jazz hands. It's not that. I just had a strange dream. I don't remember much, but I know it was sad.
夢を見たってことは眠りが浅かったのかもな.
Restless night?
さては寝る前に怖い本でも読んだんだろう.
You read a scary story before bed? It was about a witch, and it wasn't scary. The witch saved a girl from being bullied and turned her into a princess.
あのな、魔女が出てくる本は大抵怖いもんなの。それが世の中の意見なんだ.
Is that true? Am I the minority for not thinking witches are scary? Witches, okay, first off, the phrase witch doctor implies medical doctor, right? So witches tell the future. That's not always bad. It's how you interpret it. You realize you're in a minority thinking witches aren't scary, right? Well, this one wasn't, and I'm not either.
こーら。
Okay. He prodded my head with his finger.
人は自分と違うものを怖がる生き物なんだ。お
Do I
前がいい
understand
魔女だった
witches?
としても
He's
誰
kind
に
of
も言
cute.
う
I
な
do
よ。
think he's cute. And his voice is very soft. I forgot to check other voice actors. I don't have that written down. I don't know why I looked like I did. Let's see. Can I see who his voice actor is? Do I still have the page open? I don't. Let's see. Genso Manege. Characters. Don't you dare tell me too much. I'll be sad. Let's see. This is. Oh, he's the only one with a last name. What does that mean? I don't want to know. Actually, I mean, I already knew he had a last name. It's Arunu Vance. Oh, no, that's his name. Wait, that's his name. Oh, wait. Arunu. Is that how you pronounce it? Abe Atsushi is his voice actor. Let's look him up. Abe. Let's see. Why would it have to be quiet right now of all the times for there not to be background sound? Spice and Wolf. Oh, he's in Boruto. From Octopath. Do I see anybody I recognize? I didn't watch Boruto. Fun fact. Liar, Uncover the Truth. I don't see any other Otome right now in his list, but he's got a decent list. Don't know what that is. He's got a lot. He's in more anime than he is in video games, so what's really funny, I don't know, it's me. It's probably me. I love my friends. I have so many friends. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I really like this character," and they're like, "Oh yes, voiced by," and then they'll say their voice actor's name, and then like list off 3 of their things, and I'm like, I'm not that good. I got one, and I can't remember his name half the time. I have to like Google it to remember his name. I'm not there yet. I need to level up my game. People fear things they don't understand. Whether you're a nice witch or a scary one, you can't let others know. Are you saying I'm a witch? Bro, I know. Not like anyone would believe me. How would I convince them? Cast a spell? Wait, I'm a witch? It just wasn't my memory I'd lost 7 years ago. I lost my magic too. All that practice I'd done with my mother as a child gone to waste. I wonder where this star necklace went. I'm a witch. Yo, my mother and I had matching necklaces. Not only that, it helped to control and regulate my magic, but it also reminded me of who I was, where I came from. But it vanished during the accident 7 years ago. Dude, I'm a witch. Wait, this got better. I don't remember reading about being witches. I remember being trapped. Witches were all but extinct thanks to culture, persecution, and hunts 4 centuries ago. Preach, girl. My mother was the only one I knew other than myself. Despite that, our dark history still lingered. Most people weren't fond of beings like me. My parents had made sure to impress something upon me, though. I'm so excited for this game. So am I. I'm really excited. I'm going to be playing this one, obviously, offline after I get to the point. But, like, the art looks so pretty. The characters are so lovely designed. I'm hoping the story keeps me peaked. Magic was a force for good. My mother, at least, had been a kind and caring witch, so I chose to believe in her. I believed in him as well. Who was that boy? I can hardly remember. We're getting back shots? What is this? Winter's Wish? Color palette is so good and dreamy. Yeah. It gives such like magical girl vibes as well, which I appreciate. I really loved that from Paradigm Paradox. All I could recall was that he had been very important to me. Is it him, but in a different font? Or is it the white-haired guy? Or is he the white-haired guy? I wasn't sure of that either.
じゃあ行ってくるよ。今日は帰りが少し遅くなるから。
I should get going. I'll be back a bit late today. Am I just a housemaid? investigating somewhere afar again. Arnaud was a reporter for a local newspaper. He had to travel often for work. Snacks. Oh my. What do you mean? Well, right now we're at the prologue, so I'm dressed like the girl. I have a surprise apparently coming. So, fun fact, my sister actually made my ranch. Hang on, let me see if I can do this without accidentally dropping it on my keyboard. This is ranch mixed with bulldog hot sauce. She may have added too much. It's a little redder than I usually make it. But she has brought me a drink. Or sorry, a chicken nuggies. What a great time. Dude, what a great day. Also, we're slowly redoing our house. I know I mentioned this last time, like I got the rising desk, but we were talking about it because I've been using this room a lot more. And a lot of people travel through the living room, so we decided to switch this into my bedroom. Well, my sister's going to take the old room I was using as my bedroom and turn it into her bedroom because she wakes a lot easier than everybody else. And originally, she was sleeping in the living room because she likes to sleep sitting up because it's easier for her back. Which honestly, my back hurts right now, and I wonder if it's because I didn't have my heating pad. Am I that old? Oh no. Arnaud was a reporter for a local newspaper. He had to travel often for work.
自転車で行ける範囲だけどな。
So sad. My body's so sad right now. I'm also wearing pajama bottoms, which I usually never do while I'm streaming because I'm usually not this cold, but I'm so cold I feel like an old lady today. Far enough that I'll need to bike at least. We're so aesthetic today. Look how aesthetic we are. She put my drink in one of my drink tumblers. That's what? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Man, thank you. You're spoiling me. So spoiled today. Nearly forgot. He produced a flyer from his pocket.
知ってるか？昨日移動遊園地が来たって。お前こういうの好きだったよな。
I spelled prologue wrong. Also, again, I need to you know what? Actually, I do know. I know something, don't I? Okay. I made this comment about how so many Otome games are heavily inspired with like France and French words and things like that, like Genso Manege, like. And it all leads back to that manga that had the artist who drew the very beautiful man. So beautiful. Anyways, I'm easily distracted. Oh no, this is kind of spilling over. Wow, what a day. Spoiled. You hear about this? The traveling amusement parks in town? It looks kind. You like this kind of thing, don't you? An amusement park? In Blanchebourg? Blanchebourg? I practically leaped for the flyer and read its contents. Show me, show me, show me. La four du rêve. Bienvenue du one arrive à 30 juin. That sounds perfect, right? You're paying 30 per person. La Fiore de Rêve is here. Children and adult alike are invited to come. Oh, nope, I was wrong, see? Invited to come have the time of their dreams. Visit us from April 1st to June 30th. I was close. A map marker marked their location. They were in a forest near the outskirts of town. I don't know. I don't like I do like amusement parks, but I'll sit this one out. I don't earn my keep like you do.
何言ってるんだよ。
Why
働
not?
いてる女の人の方が珍しいし、
What does that
家事だっ
mean?
て立派な仕事だろ。
How many women do you know that have jobs?
そうなのね。
Ah, ye olden times. Housework counts as earning your keep just fine.
まあ無理強いはしないけど、我慢する必要はないんだからな。
I won't force you to go do anything, but really you should go if you want to. He ruffled my hair. Hey!
もし行ったら遊園地の感想よろしくな。
Let me
取
know
材することになるかもしれないし。
how it is if you check it out. Could make for a good article.
じゃあ行ってきます。
Why would I go alone? You're supposed to take me with you. This is not a date. Don't. Anyways, I'm off. Done. Stay safe. Arnuad hopped on his bike and sped off to the office. Sus. An amusement park here, of all places? This poor provincial town? It's beautiful. Man, was I the only one as a child who wanted like this in my life? Like, hear me out. I just wanted to be whisked away by a magical carnival carousel with horses. Like, man. Let me push myself a little bit further from my desk because I'm leaning on it. Goodness, that looks so cute. I placed the flyer on my desk and picked up my music box. After I wound it up, I replaced it on the dresser and watched the horses spin as music began to play. The pastel top turned, glass gems twinkled in the sunlight. A kaleidoscope of colors reflected off of them, whisking me away into a world of fantasy. This little merry-go-round, this menage, was all I had left of my father. Wait, do I not know what menage means? Hang on. Menage meaning. The menage. Management of a household crisis. Wait, what? Former noun that means a group of people living together in the same house. Right? Okay. I was rather fond of it. It reminded me of the menage in my favorite picture book, Rêve d'un ménage. Duane. My father had been an engineer for amusement parks, so we'd often visited them to admire his work. Such a dreamy sound. I know. I could go to sleep. Have you seen like those gorgeous like lullaby versions of like popular songs and stuff? Like I always love listening to those. My fascination had begun there. Unfortunately, I was told I'd received this particular trinket 7 years ago. I had no memory of it personally. Memory or not, I'd always treasured it, and I always would. Sad. Maybe I will visit that amusement park. I'm gonna drink my other drink. I've seen on Amazon they sell music trinket versions. Yeah. Like the little tiny square boxes, and like it's just like, and it's just like the lullaby version. I think it's so pretty. This is me being cold, by the way. My fingers are so cold right now. Maybe I will visit that amusement park. Arnaud had offered after all, and I genuinely wanted to go. All right, chores first. With a renowned sense of motivation renewed, I set about my daily task. I finished my work around midday when the sun was high and left home. Following the map marked on the flyer, I sauntered through town. When are we going to the amusement park? I want to go too! Look at this marché. I couldn't help but grin at the rowdy children. It wasn't every day such an event occurred around here, so I empathized with their excitement. Absolutely not. They say those people have something to do with the Hamelin phenomenon. The what? Hamulin? She's just making it up. She doesn't want to spend money. Why? The family turned the corner and promptly left earshot. What's the Hamelin phenomenon? Was she really making that up? The question hung in my mind, but I continued on my way to the forest. I ignored the red flags, as one does. As the buildings and bustle faded, the trees grew thicker. Birds chirped atop their branches, and squirrels scurried from limb to limb. The tranquility was contagious. What sort of amusement park is it, I wonder? My heart pounded in anticipation. I took a moment to breathe and calmed my nerves before continuing. Ooh, wait, what? Wow. I have one of those little star lights. Mine's isn't that big though. I wish it was. There it proudly stood right in the mouth of the forest. A pastel gate gave way to a large fountain, around which numerous lovely attractions were centered. Even from afar, their craftsmanship was something to behold. I couldn't take my eyes away. The entire affair looked like something straight out of a toy box. I could have sworn I had just walked into a picture book. It's all so charming. I've never seen a park like this. It looks even better up close, you know? I turned to the voice. A girl stood there. Her star-dappled uniform seemed plucked from the same whimsical story as the park itself. A world of dreams is only a ticket away. When adult, I presume? Yes, please. I timidly paid the woman for my ticket. Oh my gosh, the extra. Imagine that. When you take your ticket, you have to tear the star out. Even the tearaway part's a little star. That's so cute. I found another smile sneaking onto my face. The staff lady smiled back, tearing off the stub and handing me the rest. She punctured the transaction with a wink. Welcome to the Reve, the traveling amusement park. We hope you have the time of your dreams. The girl gestured for me to enter. I passed through the gate with bated breath. So cute. Spinning teacups. My eyes were drawn at once to the fountain, thoughts buzzing on how they traveled with such a thing. Elephants which blew bubbles and sprayed water adorned the circumference. That sounds adorable. Children frolicked about, reaching out for the bubbles. Something smells good. The scent caused me to turn my gaze towards the many stalls set up to the right. Upon closer inspection, they were selling all manners of deviously tempting sweets, from gaffres and pretzels to the sugared fruits and cookies. Warm sandwiches, snacks, ball games, and other diversions also lined the counters. Something about these stalls felt off, though. I approached them to investigate. Oh. To my surprise, the booths were being manned by puppets. Perhaps that wasn't the right word. They were automated puppets, machines, known as automatrons. Welcome, your order, please. One gaffru. Coming right up. The automatrons addressed and attended to the customers with pre-recorded phrases. Incredible, machines with jobs? Is there a problem with the automatons? A tall man in uniform suddenly approached me. I knew at once he must have been with the park. This knowledge didn't make his gaze feel any less intimidating, though, or any less like a frog in the sight of a hungry snake. Oh no, I've never seen one before. I see.
オートマタが働いている遊園地は世界広しといえどもここだけだろう。あなたが驚くのは無理もない。
Vast as the world may be, we are the only park to include automatrons among our workforce. Your surprise is
だ
warranted.
がオートマタは問題なく整備されている。安心して利用するといい。
I enjoy the concept. Rest assured, however, they are functioning as specified. They are not going to kill you. He's got a back shot too. Whoa. Is this drawn by the same person who did Winter's Wish? The man said nothing more. He simply turned on his heels and left. He didn't seem very amused for an amusement park employee. Is this drawn by? Hang on. Genso Manege. Artist. Mish. Tell me no for Mish. I'm lost. I don't know. It looks honestly a little bit like if I were to picture his Winter Wish right here, I could see it. I'm not seeing it say exactly who did the art. Oh, breathtaking. Oh no. I don't know who did the art, but honestly, it does kind of look like the art style. That would explain why they're doing back shots. They did back shots so much. Interesting, interesting. He didn't seem very amused for an amusement park employee. That's a requirement. I shook off the awkwardness and returned to browsing the stalls. Cheers suddenly erupted from the fountain. Maybe there's a show going on. I should go look. I headed towards the hubbub only to find a young man putting on a performance.
Merci! 拍手どうも
Merci, you're too kind.
でも今のはただのボールジャグリングだ。ここから披露するのは一味違うからな。
The show's just getting started. You folks ready for some juggling?
じゃあ一番前で見てる君。好きなフルーツを教えてくれ。
There in the front. What's your favorite fruit?
私リンゴが好き。
I like Ringo. I like apples.
それはこんなリンゴか
Apples, eh? Like this one here? The boy produced an apple in his hand, seemingly out of thin air. Wow!
今度は奥で見てる君に苦手な野菜を聞こう。
You in the back, what's your least favorite vegetable? He proceeded to materialize an apple, a radish, a mushroom, and a strawberry, which he then began to juggle. The colorful mismatched ensemble flew through the air and back into his hands with ease. He improvised all of that? The crowd only continued to grow.
見えない。
I can't see. I should probably move. There's plenty more to explore. I offered my spot to the boy behind me and weaved my way back out of the
ありが
crowd.
とう、お姉ちゃん。
Thanks, lady. Quietly wishing the child a good show, I'd soon escape the fountain area. Next on my list was the area to the left with the teacups. What is that? A costume mascot of sorts strolled by the line of guests waiting for the ride. The lemon-colored, droopy-eared rabbit wore the same uniform as the others and carried a flag with the park insignia.
みんな、僕と一緒に手拍子してね。
It's the bunny! It's the one I've been waiting for. On my beat, everyone. The rabbit began clapping, and soon the guest followed suit. On rhythm, he started to move, jump, and spin around the line of people. I could just barely make out a star pattern on the suit beneath his uniform. So
手拍子あ
cute!
りがとう。
Thanks,
そろそろ
everyone.
列が動くから前の人にしっかりついていってね。
Thanks, everyone. The line should get moving soon, so make sure to watch the person in front of you. That was weird. I pressed the button. I just did that. Did it say it twice, maybe? Oh gosh. How do I get logged? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Log is the button I usually push to save. Oh no. I should have paid attention. With the wave of his flag, the rabbit left the guest. He looked to his way and that. Eventually, our gazes met. Did they? The glittering, peridot-colored eyes fixed on
こんにち
mine.
は、お姉さん。マネージュはもう見てきた？
Hey there. Have you been to see the menage? You have a menage?
うん。レーブ移動遊園地の名物なんだよ。この奥にあるから
You might see me
よかったら
leaning
行ってみ
ever
て
so
ね。
far to the side. My back hurts randomly. It's the Reve's most famous attraction. It's just back there, so go and take a look. Thanks, I will. The rabbit bowed, waving his little hand, then sauntered over to more guests. I wonder what it's like. Merry-go-rounds, that, and menages. That is menages. Varied a lot of parks to park. I was curious to see this one and how it compared to my father's music box. If it's as popular as the rabbit said, I gotta see it. I set out on the path he had directed me towards. It's literally the music box. Whoa, I've seen this before. The sun began to set, dyeing the scenery in a golden tint. A pastel top, an array of colorful horses spun before me. Decorative glass gems twinkled in the sunlight. It can't be. I was awestruck. This menage was the spitting image of the one my father had made. Is this what he modeled the music box after? I never knew it was based on something. The menage came to a stop, and the riders alighted. My feet carried me forward all on their own. Every detail is spot on. It's my music box. It's like I'm seeing double. I reached my hand out to touch it. The cold metal chilled my fingers. Wait, why is it getting warmer? It happened before I could react. Bum bum. A blinding light flashed from the menage. What? Before I knew it, everything went white. The light had swallowed everything. I couldn't keep my eyes open. My heart pounded in my ears. Heat seethed inside me. What's happening? And then the heat vanished. Carefully, slowly, I opened my eyes. The light was gone too. No one saw? I'm good, right? I scanned the area out of pure confusion, but answers eluded me. Did I imagine all that? Other guests exchanged looks and tilted their heads.
今のは何だったんだ？
What just
新
happened?
しい演出かしら。
Part of a performance, maybe? Evidently, I hadn't. The guests stared at the menage for a while before they lost interest and left. I should back away from before it starts moving again. I managed to pry myself away from the ride and put some distance between us. That's when I heard the footsteps. My heart nearly leapt out of my chest. I turned around. There was a man in a pale purple-hued suit and shoulder piece.
まさかまた君に会えるなんて。
I thought I'd never see you again. Behind his stark white hair, he wore a complicated expression. He thought he'd never see me? Again? I never met this man in my life. And you are?
ヒューゴだよ。覚えていないかい？君に会うのは7年ぶりだから無理もないのかな。
I'm not trying to yawn, but I keep yawning, and I'm also shivering. My house is so cold right now. It's me, Hugo. Don't you remember? I suppose it has been 7 long years. Oh, my chest tightened. I'm sorry, I don't remember much from back then. I explained the incident in the river and about my amnesia. I'm so sorry. He frowned for a moment, but it was soon replaced with a kind smile.
いや、謝る必要はないよ、マドモアゼル。改めて自己紹介させてもらえるかな。
You've nothing to be sorry for, mademoiselle. Would you allow me to redo my introduction? Please.
俺の名前はヒューゴ。このレイブ移動遊園地の園長だ。
My name is Hugo. I'm the director here at La Forêt de Rêve. I can't. So you run things here?
7年前はスタッフの一人だったんだけれど、おかげさまで出世してね。
I've certainly worked my way up since my days as a grunt 7 years ago. He's cute. He winked playfully. Did you know my father by any chance? Florent was his name. He was an engineer.
残念ながら
Florent.
お父さんには会ったことがないな。俺が知っているのは君だけだよ。
I'm sorry to say I've never had the pleasure. I was only ever acquainted with you. I see. Considering this uncanny similarities between this menage and my music box, my hope had been somewhat high.
ところで、今しがたマネージュに起きた異変。あの光は君が起こしたものだ
I
よ
don't
ね。
know what you're talking about. You're crazy. That little display with the menage? It was you who created the light, right? Well, I didn't have the first clue to claim responsibility for it. Felt inaccurate, to say the least. I apologize for touching the machinery, but I'm not sure what happened exactly. He offered a gentle smile.
安心して。責めているわけじゃないんだ。ただ、君の力を貸してほしいと思って。
This isn't an interrogation, I assure you. I simply had a favor to ask. What do you mean? After glancing side to side, he leaned in, brought his voice down to a whisper.
君は魔女だろ？
You're a witch, are you not? No! I would never be a witch. Ew. I quickly drew back.
人は自分と
We don't do flashbacks. Arnaud's words from earlier echoed in my ear. No one can know. No one can find out. If this is an accusation, then you're sorely mistaken. I refuted him as firmly as I could. Monsieur Hugo appeared dejected. That's not the reaction I expected.
否定したい気持ちはわかるよ。でも、頼れる相手は君しかいないんだ。
What does that mean? Oh my god. Someday I'll stop shaking and yawning. Maybe I'm sick. Would that be a treat? I understood your weariness, but you're the only hope we have left.
俺たちは、
You see,
ここで働く人間は、魔法でこの遊園地に囚われている。
everyone who works here is trapped, bound to the park by
それ
magic.
は、とても強力な魔法で、俺たちにはどうすることもできない。
It's powerful magic that we have no means of resisting.
だから、助けてほしいんだ。
Do you have the power? You can
君の魔法で。
save us. I don't know what to say.
わかっているよ。信じられないよね。
I realize I must sound like a madman right now. He grinned, although only barely this time. He seemed earnest to me, so I didn't think he was playing some sort of trick. But trapped in an amusement park, he can't possibly think I can just believe that. He can't know what I am. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. A bell chimed, sounding the closing of the park and drowning out my words. People began funneling towards the entrance. I should be going.
待って。君に見せたいものがあるんだ。
There's something you should see. Ooh. He's got a back shot too. He grabbed my hand before allowing me to answer. He didn't pull though. He simply guided me as a gentleman would. We left the menage and passed by a number of attractions. Before long, we arrived back at the fountain. It seemed that he wanted to show me it wasn't inside the park itself. Once he made certain that the guests had all left, Monsieur Hugo passed through the gate. We were alone. Everyone had surely gone home by now. It was quiet, not even birds filled the silence. He continued on the road back to town, never letting go of my hand. Excuse me, where are we going?
俺はどこにも行かないよ。
Nowhere.
いや、行けないんだ。
Not me, anyway. We stopped. Monsieur. I looked up at him and he unbuttoned his collar. A pale white circle glowed on his neck. Is that a chain? The light took the form of a collar. Attached to it was an ephemeral chain leading back into the park.
「これが魔法だよ。俺たちを遊園地に縛り付けている魔法だ。
This is the magic binding us here to this very amusement park. I don't believe it. Magically trapped within an amusement park? It shouldn't have been possible, but here I was faced with reality. I couldn't deny what lay before my eyes. How did this
ある
happen?
魔女に魔法をかけられてね。
A witch cast this spell.
俺はもともと遊園地が好きだし、ここでの生活は充実していると言ってもいい。
I'm very fond of the amusement park, so I do quite enjoy my life here.
もう何年もこの状態で、そろそろ解放されたいと思っているんだ。
However, years upon years of bondage do begin to wear on me. One, everyone's trapped like this, not just
そう
you.
だよ。
That's correct. He nodded. Magic is a force for good. I thought there was no bad witches. I find it hard to believe a witch would do this. Witches aren't supposed to be evil.
ああ、悪い魔女はいないよ。
Was
これ
it
は
me?
事故みたいなものだったんだ。
Indeed, they aren't. What happened here was an accident of sort, an accident. I was reminded once again of the Seine River. I lost a lot that day, even if I didn't remember what exactly they'd been. In addition to my father and the power I nurtured with my mother, I also lost an entire year's worth of memories. The people of the Rive had surely lost themselves. They would continue to lose things as long as they remained
大丈夫
captive.
かい？少し怖がらせてしまったかな。
Are you okay? I don't even remember if I screenshotted this. I hope I haven't frightened you. No,
そ
I'm
れなら
okay.
よかった。
Thank goodness.
俺の話はこれで終わりだよ。君に見せたかったものは
I said what I
この
needed
魔
to
法だ
say.
から。
This is all I wanted you to see. He stepped back and the collar and chain vanished in an instant. After a short breath, the directors faced me once again.
もう一度だけ聞かせてほしい。
Allow me to repeat my previous question. I'm sorry,
Kimi
guys.
wa
I might
maji
actually have to end my stream early. I keep yawning, but not because I'm tired. I feel like I'm just cold. Are you a witch? You are a witch, are you not?
人は自分と
His words came to me. Monsieur Hugo said witches aren't evil. If he believes that, then maybe. I took a deep breath, fingers trembling. I am a witch. I sigh. A sigh of relief left my
勇
lips.
気を出してくれてありがとう。
That took
君は
courage.
魔女
Thank
で
you.
本当に良かった。
This means a lot to me. But I haven't been able to use magic for 7 years. I'm not much of anything without that. He remained unfazed.
大丈夫だよ。君の魔法は眠っているだけだ。そうでなければ、あの時光は生まれなかった。
That's perfectly fine. It slumbers with you. We wouldn't have seen the light if it wasn't there. That was magic.
ああ、おそらくね。君の中の魔法と、ここに宿っている魔法が反応したからだと思う。
I wager your own powers reacted to the magic within the park.
さて、ここからが本題だけれど、
Now, the favor I would ask of you. He clapped his hands together.
うちで働かないかい？君にはスタッフとして魔法の覚醒を目指してほしい。
This is not intentional. Oh, goodness. Would you join our staff? I want to use this opportunity to awaken your magic. Me? Work at the Rive?
もちろん報酬は出すよ。
Compensation, of course. I was speechless. I do love amusement parks. They remind me of Dad. It's not that I'm opposed to the idea. I
考
just
える時間が必要だね。
need time to think. I take it. The pressure was at once alleviated. I would need to speak with people back home before making a decision. I couldn't go agreeing to such an arrangement without at least consulting the Vincents first.
わかった。答えが出るまで待つよ。心が決まったらここへ来てほしい。
I understand. I'll wait for your answer. When you have it, find me
君
here.
のために門は開けておくから。
I'll leave the gate open for you. Aw. Thank you.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir, mademoiselle. Monsieur Hugo waved me goodbye as I left. Bidding farewell, I started on my way home. The park soon vanished behind a veil of trees, yet I remained in high spirits like I was still there somehow, in that world of dreams. What a day it's been. I just told the first person outside of Vincent's family about who I was. For the first time, someone had come to me for help. They needed my magic. If my magic really is just to sleep, I have to wake it up. There are people I could be helping. I want to be a kind witch, just like my mom. Gas lanterns lit up the dark street. The warm glow almost seemed to call out to me and guide me forward. My head remained in the clouds and the entire way home. Once Arnaud had came home, I spoke with him about working at the park. I left out the part about my magic, though. I didn't want to worry him.
はあ？遊園地でスカウトされた？一日の大半は家に引きこもって本ばかり読んでるお前が？
They asked to hire you to do what? Sit around inside and read books all day? You don't have to put it like that.
驚いたな。遊園地に行ってみたらって勧めたけど、まさかそんなことになるなんて。
I'm just surprised. I didn't think my suggestion to have fun for a day would lead to something like this. Arnaud blinked several times.
それで何に悩んでるんだ？相談してきたってことは仕事に興味あるんだろ？
What's got you stuck? You must be at least a little interested if you're talking to me. I am. I'm very much like to work at the amusement park like my dad did. But that takes time away from things I normally do here, helping, cleaning, chores, and anything else that needs to be done at home. It didn't feel right to run off when they're done so much for me.
まあいいんじゃないか？
Who cares about that? You don't? He acquiesced surprisingly quick.
料理以外なら母さんに頼めるし、まあ家事全般が苦手だから不安はあるけど、なんならパリにいた頃みたいに家政婦を雇ってもいい。
Mom can pretty much do anything outside of the kitchen. Kind of. If it falls through, we can just hire a maid like we did in Paris.
父さんからの仕送りでお金に困ってないからな。俺だって仕事して稼いでるわけだし。
Dad sends money, so it's not like we're hurting there. Plus, I work on top of it to top it off. Arnaud's smile quickly turned to a frown. I have one
と
condition.
りあえずは遊園地がこの町にいる間だけだ。
Only while
初
the
めて
place is in
働くわけ
town.
だし、
It's your first
最初
job.
から深入りは禁物だからな。
Don't get too attached. Right, that seems fair. There was no guarantee my magic would ever awaken anyway.
それに次どこへ移動するかもわからないしな。
And who knows where they'll disappear to next, wink. He glanced outside the window and sighed.
母さんには俺から話しておくよ。お前は明日ちゃんと先方に返事をするんだぞ。
I'll talk to Mom, make sure you're up bright and early to let your new boss know. I will, thank you. The long day was finally coming to an end. Before bed, I picked up the music box from the dresser. I turned the key and listened to the melody as I processed the day's many events. I really had been some place out of a storybook. The attractions, the performances, the smiles everywhere you looked. And then there was the menage and its resemblance to this very music box. The light, my magic, the collar of light around the director's neck, and the chain that held him captive. I could only wonder and hope my magic was there somewhere, waiting for me to wake it up. Give me strength, Dad, the strength to see this through. I held the music box to my chest. Time for bed. I had to get up early to visit the Rev. I needed to give them my answer. This might be the end of the prologue, but I'm feeling actually ill suddenly, and I don't want to keep going because I'm shivering so bad. I thought I was just cold, but I think I'm literally got a chill right now. Like I haven't stopped shaking. And I literally was talking about how like it was so cold in my house, I put on pants, and I don't usually do that. I think I just have a fever. Oh no. I don't know how to save. Plus symbol. Nice. But so far, I like it. It looks really cute. I'm excited to play more. Unfortunately, I just don't feel good. Like, I'm shaking. Oh, goodness.
幻想マネージュ
This is Manege. Oh, goodness. Am I saying it wrong? Well, I'm so sorry this is shorter than I planned it to be, but I feel kind of ill. But thank you guys for being here. I will be streaming more of this because I can play a couple chapters of this. And then I gotta finish 9 RAP soon and continue Virch, and then we're gonna start PO40. So thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember I stream on Twitch about 2 times a week, and I upload